Chosen one, stop scrolling. I need your full attention for the next 20 minutes because what I am about to tell you is not theory. It is not motivation. It is intelligence, classified information that heaven just declassified specifically for you. And when you understand what is happening right now in the invisible realm over your life, you will never question your value again. You will never wonder if you matter again. You will never ask if God forgot you again, because the answer is being written in real time, and everyone who dismissed you is about to read it. Let me tell you what has been happening while you were sleeping, while you were crying, while you were questioning. Heaven has been in a courtroom, not metaphorically, literally. There is a court system in the spirit realm, and your name came up on the docket. Accusations were made against you. The enemy stood up and listed every failure, every mistake, every moment you fell short. He built a case. He presented evidence. He demanded judgment, and for a season, it looked like he was winning. For a season, it felt like the verdict was going against you. Doors stayed closed, people stayed silent. Opportunities stayed out of reach. You thought the trial was over, and you lost. But that was not the verdict. That was the delay while God prepared his defense. And chosen one, when God defends someone, he does not argue, he presents evidence. And the evidence he has been compiling about you for the last 3 years, the last 5 years, maybe the last decade is about to be submitted. Not to convince the enemy he already lost, to vindicate you publicly, to prove to everyone who thought you were finished that they were watching the wrong timeline. They saw your struggle. They are about to see your comeback, and it will not be subtle. If you feel something shifting in your chest right now, if there is a stirring you cannot explain, hit the like button, because that is your spirit recognizing truth before your mind catches up. And if you have been carrying shame about the waiting season, stay with me, because you are about to understand why every closed door had to stay closed until now. Here is what nobody told you about divine timing. God does not move when you want him to. He moves when the setup is complete. Think about it. A surgeon does not start cutting the moment you ask for surgery. He waits until the operating room is sterile, the team is assembled, the anesthesia is measured, the equipment is tested. One wrong variable and the operation fails. You have been frustrated with God's timing, but he has been setting up your operating room. And the reason it has taken so long is because what he is about to do requires precision. One wrong person in the room, and your testimony gets contaminated. One wrong door opens too early, and your character is not ready to sustain what is coming. God has not been late. He has been thorough. So let me show you what heaven has been setting up while you were waiting. I am going to give you 7 things that are happening right now in the invisible realm that you cannot see yet, but are about to break through into the visible. These are not wishes. These are realities that already exist in the spirit, waiting for the right moment to manifest in the natural. And when I tell you what they are, you are going to realize you have already felt signs of them trying to push through. The first thing heaven is setting up is strategic relationships. God has been moving people into position around you. Not just any people, specific people. People who have resources you need, people who have platforms you will stand on, people who have wisdom you will require, people who have connections that will open doors you did not know existed. And here is what is wild. Some of these people are already in your life, but the timing was not right for the connection to activate. You met them years ago. You have their contact information, but something kept you from reaching out. That was not procrastination. That was divine timing. God was waiting for them to get to a place where they could actually help you, and they just arrived at that place. Other people you have never met yet, but they are about to walk into your world through the most unlikely circumstances. A random conversation, a friend of a friend, an event you almost did not attend. These connections are not going to feel forced. They are going to feel supernatural, like the universe conspired to put you in the same room at the same time. And when you connect with them, you will feel it. There will be an ease, a recognition, a sense that this relationship matters beyond what you can explain. If you have been feeling a pull to reach out to someone lately, someone you have not talked to in a while, do not ignore that pull. That is heaven giving you a heads up. That relationship is part of your setup. The second thing heaven is setting up is a platform shift. Your current level of visibility is about to change, not because you are trying to be seen, because God is ready to be seen through you. And there is a difference. When you try to build a platform, you hustle, you network, you grind, you force doors open. When God builds a platform for you, doors open that you did not knock on. Invitations arrive that you did not apply for. Opportunities chase you instead of you chasing them. And this shift is not random. It is strategic. God is positioning you in specific rooms with specific people at specific times, because what you carry needs to reach who they are connected to. Here is how you will know this is starting to happen. You will get asked to do things you do not feel qualified for yet. Speak somewhere you have never spoken. Lead something you have never led. Step into a role that feels too big. That is not imposter syndrome. That is God stretching your capacity. He is preparing you for the visibility that is coming. Because once the platform shift happens, you cannot afford to shrink back. You cannot afford to play small. You have to be ready to step fully into who He created you to be. So when those opportunities start showing up and they feel intimidating, say yes anyway. That is your training ground. And if you are wondering when this shift is coming, watch the next 60 to 90 days. Pay attention to invitations, pay attention to doors, pay attention to who reaches out. Something is moving. The third thing heaven is setting up is financial acceleration. I am not talking about a little extra money. I am talking about a momentum shift in your provision. For years you have been operating at a certain level financially, working hard, managing carefully, making it work but barely. That ceiling is about to break. And it is not going to break because you worked harder. It is going to break because favor is accelerating what effort could not produce. Suddenly, income streams you did not expect start flowing. Debts you thought would take years to pay off get resolved in months. Opportunities for increase show up without you looking for them. This is not random. This is God rewarding faithfulness. You stayed obedient when you had nothing. You gave when it did not make sense. You trusted when you could not see. And heaven was keeping a record. Now the return is coming. And it is not going to be gradual. It is going to be sudden. Here is what you need to do to prepare for this. Clean up your financial habits now. Get organized. Close accounts that drain you. Stop spending on things that do not matter. Because when the acceleration comes, you need to be ready to steward it correctly. If you are sloppy with little, you will be sloppy with much. And God will not release much until you prove you can handle it. So start now. Get your finances in order. Not because you have a lot, because you are about to. And make sure you drop a comment below and let me know if this is speaking to something you have been feeling in your spirit. Just say financial breakthrough so I know this is connecting. The fourth thing heaven is setting up is a reputation reversal. People have been saying things about you, making assumptions, spreading rumors, questioning your character. And for a season, God let them talk. He did not defend you. He did not correct them. He let the narrative run, and you could not understand why. Why would God let people believe lies about me? Why would he let my name get dragged when I did not do what they are accusing me of? Here is why. Because when God reverses a reputation, he does not just clear your name, he elevates it. He does not just correct the lies, he proves the truth so undeniably that everyone who doubted you has to eat their words publicly. And that is what is about to happen. The same people who dismissed you are about to see your breakthrough and realize they were wrong. The same people who wrote you off are about to watch you rise and question their own judgment. The same people who said you would not make it are about to see you succeed and wonder how they missed it. This is not about revenge. This is about vindication, and it is not you forcing it. It is God executing it. Your job is not to defend yourself. Your job is to keep walking in integrity, so when the reversal comes, it is undeniable. Let God fight your battles. Let him clear your name. Let him reverse the narrative. And when he does, everyone will know it was him, not you. The fifth thing heaven is setting up is a spiritual authority upgrade. You are about to step into a level of authority in the spirit realm that you have never operated in before. Your prayers are about to carry more weight. Your declarations are about to produce faster results. Your discernment is about to get sharper. This is not something you earn. This is something you grow into. And the wilderness season you just walked through was the training ground. Every attack you survived taught you how to fight. Every lie you rejected taught you how to discern truth. Every moment you chose faith over fear taught you how to stand. And now that training is about to be activated. When you step into this new level of authority, things are going to shift around you quickly. Situations that used to take months to resolve will resolve in days. Bondage that used to feel unbreakable will break suddenly. People who used to resist you will soften. And it is not because you got louder. It is because you got stronger in the spirit. You learned how to wield authority correctly. You learned when to speak and when to be silent. You learned when to fight and when to rest. And now God is releasing you to operate in that authority fully. So start practicing now. Start speaking to situations with confidence. Start declaring breakthrough over your life. Start praying with expectation, because the authority you are about to walk in requires you to believe it before you see it. The sixth thing heaven is setting up is divine health restoration. Some of you have been battling physical issues for years. Chronic pain, exhaustion, sickness that doctors cannot fully explain, and you have prayed for healing, but it has not come yet. Let me tell you what has been happening. Your body has been carrying the weight of spiritual warfare. The stress of the hidden season, the grief of disappointment, the trauma of betrayal, and all of that manifests physically. But as your season shifts, your health is going to shift too. Not because you did something different, because the warfare is lifting, the weight is coming off. The stress is releasing, and your body is going to respond. You are going to start feeling energy you have not felt in years. Sleep is going to come easier. Pain is going to decrease. Issues that doctors could not fix are going to resolve on their own. And you are going to realize that some battles are not fought with medicine. They are fought with shifting seasons. So start speaking life over your body now. Stop agreeing with sickness. Stop accepting pain as your new normal. Start declaring health. Start declaring strength. Start declaring restoration. Your body is about to respond to the shift that is happening in your spirit. The seventh thing heaven is setting up is legacy activation. You are not just walking into blessing for yourself. You are walking into blessing for everyone connected to you. Your children, your family, your community, the people who will come after you. What God is about to release through you is not just for your lifetime, it is for generations. You are about to become the answer to prayers that people prayed decades ago. You are about to become the breakthrough that breaks cycles that have run in your family for generations. This is bigger than you getting a win. This is about you becoming a portal through which heaven pours blessing into an entire bloodline. And that is why the wait has been so intense. That is why the warfare has been so heavy. That is why the enemy fought you so hard, because he saw what heaven was setting up, and he knew if he could stop you, he could stop everyone connected to you. But he did not stop you. You are still standing. You are still believing. You are still here. And now the legacy activation is about to begin. Everything you build from this point forward is going to outlive you. Every seed you plant is going to produce for generations. Every door you walk through is going to stay open for those who come after you. You are not just getting a breakthrough, you are becoming a breakthrough. Now let me tell you why all of this had to wait until now. Why could God not have released this 2 years ago? 5 years ago? Why did you have to go through the hidden season first? Because there were 3 tests you had to pass before heaven could trust you with visibility. And if you had skipped any of these tests, the blessing would have destroyed you instead of built you. So let me show you what you just graduated from, so you never resent your waiting season again. The first test was the loyalty test. God needed to see if you would stay faithful when nobody was watching. When there was no applause, no recognition, no reward. Would you still show up? Would you still serve? Would you still give? Would you still believe? Most people quit during this test because they are motivated by external validation. They need to be seen to keep going. But God was looking for someone who would stay consistent even in obscurity. Someone who would build in private so he could trust them with public. You passed that test. Every day you showed up when nobody noticed. Every time you stayed committed when it did not make sense. Every moment you chose obedience over comfort. That was you proving you can be trusted with more. The second test was the isolation test. God needed to remove certain people from your life so he could have your full attention. And I know that hurt. I know you felt abandoned. I know you could not understand why relationships you thought were solid suddenly fell apart.